Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today I'll be teaching you how to draw into another ball for like a carom shot. How to do that accurately. There's actually a system that works pretty much all the time. So let's say we are playing 9-ball. I'm just going to get all the balls out for 9-ball. Not all of them. Save some time, but I need to find the 9. So let's say we have a shot like this, where we got the 9-ball hanging in the pocket, or close to hanging in the pocket. We got our 1-ball down here and our cue ball like this. And then just random balls somewhere. Doesn't really matter where the rest of them are. As long as there's a clear path right here, then this shot is 100% on. So this shot right here is actually kind of a two-way shot. Not too much of a two-way shot unless there's like a ball like really close to the side pocket like that. But our goal is to hit the cue ball into the 1, withdraw to have it come into the 9. And what a lot of people do is they'll just get down like they think they know, and then they'll just hit at it, and then they'll miss it like that. But the system I'm going to show you actually helps you determine an aiming point for wherever the ball is. So what you do is you draw a line between the 1-ball and the cue ball. And you also draw a line between the 1-ball and the place you want to contact. So not just the 9-ball, don't just put it into the 9-ball. Put it where the place you want the cue ball to contact. In that case, it's right here where this 12 is. So now we're drawing a line between the 1 and the 12. Just like that. Because we want our cue ball to hit where that 12 is. And we know that because anywhere we hit on that 12, the 9 will drop. Now let's put this 9 back up here. So draw a line between the cue ball and the 1-ball. Then draw a line between the 1-ball and the contact point. Then we're going to half that. So we're going to hit it directly in the middle of those two lines. So we see a line there, and we see a line here. So that means we're going to hit right there. That's right where half is. And I'm hitting my 1-ball with my finger, so I'm going to have to quickly remeasure. So there, because pool is a game of centimeters. So right there is my contact point with low left English, or just low if you want, but I'm going to use left just in case I'm a little off. I can come off this rail and still make that 9-ball. These are always tough shots, but this is a system that helps you get them down accurately, and here's the shot. So this next shot right here is a little bit crazy of a shot. I wouldn't shoot this too much in the game. Let's say we have a 1-ball down there. 9-ball is hanging over this corner pocket. And the only reason I'd shoot this is if the other balls on the table were tied up to where it's pretty much impossible to run out. It's pretty much an impossible run out. That would be the only reason why I would shoot this shot. And the main thing is we're not going to break up these clusters with this 1-ball right here. We may be able to break up the 3-4, but we're not going to be able to completely break up all of them in one shot. So it'll always be a tough out if it's possible to get out from here. I guess we could try to break them up somehow, but you see, it's tough. It's a tough out. But also the 9 is hanging right in this corner. And what happens a lot of the time, so let's say we make the 1 in position to play safe, and all we do is just tap that 3-ball. Just like that, and just leave a tough shot. Now what usually happens if you're playing like a lower skill level player and they don't really know what they're doing, let's say that 4 moved out of the way. So what they'll usually do is they'll just whack at the balls. And you see how that 6 is going right towards that 9? Now I'm not saying it's going to be that exact setup. Definitely not going to be this exact setup. But when the 9's hanging over the corner, something bad can always happen. You always have to keep track of everything. So we usually want to eliminate this 9 pretty early. And if we miss the 9, well, let's just give up ball in hand because they're not going to get out. They're going to lay us safe, and I think we can afford ball in hand in this situation. So what we're going to do, draw a line between the 1 and the cue ball. Also draw a line between the 1 and the 9. So here's a line, there's a line. We're going to contact this 1 right there where my finger is. So it looks like we'll make the 1, if not hit that little edge right there. But the thing is, if you miss it, this is the goal if you miss it. So if you miss the 9, but make the 1, what I would do, pop the 9. Because then, the 9 spots up. So there's really nothing that can go wrong with this shot right here. But I'm just going to show the shot to you now. Okay, so for this next shot, let's say we have the 9 close to this pocket down here. We got our 1 right there. Now here's a shot that is fairly difficult. Say our cue ball's like right there. 9's over the pocket. Whenever the 9's over the pocket, we always want to try to get rid of it fast, unless there's a very, very easy run out that you will in no way mess up. No matter what you do, the run out is on, like 100%. Like Shane Van Boning and 3 balls left on the table in the Moscone Cup. You saw how he missed the 8 ball, and then he ended up losing. So if he could have eliminated the 9 early, then bam, he doesn't lose, obviously. But the shot we're going to play here is getting rid of the 1 and the 9 in the same shot. Maybe the 1 if the contact point is on. I just think it's on just by looking at it. But draw the cue ball off the 1 into the 9 ball. And again, if we have a tough out, set up, we make the 1, cue ball doesn't make the 9, pot the 9. Take the ball in hand, 9 spots up, especially take the ball in hand, like take the foul if there's no 3 foul rule in the tournament, which means if you foul 3 times in a row, you lose the rack. If that is not in play, then definitely take the ball in hand. And just pop that 9 if you don't make it on this shot. So we're going to find a line between the cue ball and the 1. It looks like this is it. Don't hit the 1 with your stick. But that is about it. Then the line between the 1 and the contact point. I'm going to hit right between those, so about right there. With low left spin. I always like to use low and a running English. I'm going to show you where I'm hitting on the iCue training ball. Here it is. So low left, I like to reference around these diagonal lines right here when I'm using low and running English. So low left is down here. This is where I'm hitting for this shot. That's because if there's left spin on the cue ball and it's going down this rail, I can miss by a far away, and that left spin kind of carries the cue ball into the 9. So it's a good insurance, I guess I could call it. But yeah, here's the shot. Now this has nothing to do with drawing into the ball. I just figured I'd show you a fun shot just to end this video. So if you have this set up where the 1's closer to the pocket, you can play this really fun shot with a ton of topspin. So you make the 1 into the corner. Cue ball has that topspin, comes off this rail, comes out. Let's take the 8 ball and use it as a blocker. Comes out of the rail. And the topspin carries it forward to make the 9. It's a really cool shot to watch, and I just figured I'd show it to you at the end of this video, and here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button down below. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, you can click the subscribe button, then the bell icon right next to it. That'll just send you an email and a notification saying that I've uploaded a new video. If you guys are interested in improving your game, I'd like to introduce you to a product called the iCue Training Ball. Now, the iCue Training Ball has different contact points, as you see. A for above center, C for center, B for below center, and just several different common English points with the 1, 2s, and 3s. You got the 1, 2, 3s, and the A, B, Cs. So, what this does is when you hit it, a little chalk mark is left on the face. So if you think you're hitting center, you can actually see if you're really hitting center. A lot of people think they hit center, but they actually hit like low left, low right, high left. All of those like non-center points. And that can really throw off your game, because if you hit the ball really far on the left side or anywhere on the left side, it's going to squirt off a little bit to the right. So you can correct that on your own without having to need someone there to tell you exactly where your tip's contacting, because they could be wrong. But you just set up the iCue, just set it up like that and hit it a few times, and then if the results are the same, then you can start to correct those. Aim more to the right if you're hitting left. But this is a great tool for you guys. It's only $27 shipped to the US, but it does ship anywhere in the world. So if you like to order the iCue training ball, you can go to www.icueclinic.com. That's icueclinic.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.